Imagine you are on a planet where all of the Earth's natural wonders exist in perfect harmony. The sun shines brightly over lush green trees, gentle streams flow through colorful rocks, and tumbling waterfalls make their way to Eternity Lake below. Ancient ruins sit at your feet containing secrets hidden within them and waiting for someone brave enough to find out what they really mean. The world is a vast and wondrous place with many natural wonders to see. From the wildlife of Africa to the sights of New Zealand, towering peaks of Himalayas to crystal clear waters of Caribbean islands, there are so many places out there that can take your breath away. If you're looking for an adventure this year, why not plan a trip around one or more of these 13 natural wonders? The Grand Canyon is one of the most iconic natural wonders in the world, and for good reason. Spanning over 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide, it's a pretty impressive sight that can take your breath away. The rocks that make up the canyon are some of the oldest in the world, dating back nearly 2 billion years. The Grand Canyon was formed over millions of years by the Colorado River. The river has carved through the rocks, creating this amazing landscape. Visitors to the canyon can enjoy hiking and camping in the park, as well as rafting on the river. The view from the bottom of the canyon is simply breathtaking and definitely worth a visit. If you're looking for an adventure, why not take a hike down into the canyon itself? There are plenty of trails to choose from depending on your fitness level, and it's an experience you won't forget anytime soon. There are also plenty of opportunities to learn about the history and geology of the area. Whether you're a first-time visitor or have been before, there's always something new to see at the Grand Canyon. The park is divided into two main areas, the North Rim and the South Rim. The North Rim is less accessible and sees fewer visitors than the South Rim. It is higher in elevation, so the scenery is different. It is forested, and the red rocks are less prevalent. The South Rim is where most visitors go. It is more developed, with a village that contains hotels, restaurants, and shops. There are also several lookout points along the rim, providing breathtaking views of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are made up of multicolored rocks that display the history of the area. No matter which rims you visit, the Grand Canyon is sure to take your breath away. Its size is staggering, and its beauty is unrivaled. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls is one of the most spectacular waterfalls in the world, and is located on the Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe. At over a mile wide and 355 feet tall, it's not hard to see why it's considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. The falls were formed over millions of years as the river slowly eroded the rock around it. The best time to visit is between late August and early December, when the water level is at its highest. The spray from Victoria Falls can be seen from up to 30 kilometers away. The volume of water flowing over the falls can vary depending on the time of year, but it is typically around 11 million liters per second. Local tribes called it as Mosi Oatunya, means the smoke that thunders. If you're looking for an adrenaline rush, Victoria Falls is the place for you. There are plenty of activities on offer, from whitewater rafting and bungee jumping to helicopter rides over the falls. You can even take a walk across the face of the waterfall itself. The Great Barrier Reef is a vast coral reef system that lies off the northern coast of Queensland, Australia. This world-famous reef is the most biodiverse place on Earth. The underwater world is a breathtaking, magical place with more life in it than any other ecosystem on Earth. Its intricate architecture provides shelter for 600 types of soft and hard corals, as well as 100 species of jellyfish that can change colors to confuse their prey or predators alike. Thousands upon thousands varieties of fish swim through these waters, while others inhabit rocks along shores, where they've lived since prehistoric times. Witness how many have remained unchanged over time. It's often said that the Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 wonders of nature, and marine biologists call these waters the greatest natural laboratory on Earth. There are boat tours available that take you to see the reef and its marine life up close. You can even scuba dive or snorkel here in order to get a better look at all of the different types of fish and sea turtles. This underwater city has so many different species that live in harmony together without any human intervention at all. Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world, located in the Himalayas on the border between Nepal and China. At 29,029 feet, 8,848 meters above sea level, it's no wonder that Mount Everest is one of the most sought-after destinations for climbers. The Himalayas are growing at a rate of about 5 millimeters per year. This is because the tectonic collision that created them 50 million years ago continues to happen today. The first successful ascent of Everest was made in 1953 by Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. Since then, more than 4,000 climbers have reached the summit of Everest, and many have lost their lives in the process. The mountain is notorious for its difficult terrain and unpredictable weather conditions. Climbing Mount Everest is not for the faint-hearted. It requires a lot of training and preparation, as well as a lot of money. If you're not up for the challenge of climbing Mount Everest, there are still plenty of ways to enjoy this stunning mountain. The Himalayas are some of the most majestic mountains in the world. These mountains are a sight to see and offer a wealth of natural beauty that is unmatched anywhere else on Earth. If you are looking for an amazing and awe-inspiring travel destination, the Himalayas should be at the top of your list. The Himalayas is a place of incredible beauty and rare plant life. As well, beautiful meadows with lakes that sparkle under snow-capped peaks, or lush valleys where farmers grow rice in the summertime when they're not planting fruit trees alongside their fields for future consumption during the winter months. There are also monasteries that sit atop of cliffs overlooking villages and valleys. These sacred places offer a view into the spiritual world for those who are willing to venture off the beaten path. The Himalayas is an amazing place that should be on everyone's bucket list. The Amazon jungle is a vast area of dense rainforest that spreads across 9 South American countries. This incredible natural wonder is home to an abundance of animal and plant life, making it a paradise for nature lovers and adventure seekers. The Amazon jungle is one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth, with more than 10,000 plant species and 2,000 bird species. You can find everything from toucans to jaguars in this amazing place. The jungle's rivers are also home to pink dolphins, anacondas, and other exotic creatures. Despite its natural beauty, the jungle is also a dangerous place and full of venomous snakes, spiders, and insects, and its rivers are filled with crocodiles and piranhas. There are also many areas that are difficult to navigate, making it easy to get lost in the dense undergrowth. The best way to see the rainforest is by taking a cruise down one of the many rivers that run through it, such as the Amazon River. You can also take a tour of the jungle, but be sure to go with a reputable guide who knows the area well. This jungle is also a popular destination for ecotourists who come to see the amazing biodiversity of the area. There are plenty of activities on offer, from hiking and canoeing to birdwatching and jungle safari. So if you're looking for an adventure, the Amazon rainforest is the perfect place to find one. Niagara Falls is a waterfall located in the northeast of the United States and on the border between Ontario, Canada, at over 167 feet high and nearly 2 miles wide. It's one of the largest waterfalls in the world. The best time to visit is during the summer when the flow of water is at its strongest, but be warned, the mist from the falls can get pretty chilly. Niagara Falls is also a popular tourist destination and is visited by over 20 million people each year. There are a variety of activities on offer, from sightseeing to jet skiing to helicopter rides. You can even walk across the bridge that spans the falls. Falls are made up of 3 waterfalls: the American Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. The American Falls is the largest of the 3 waterfalls and is located on the Niagara River. The Bridal Veil Falls is the smallest of the 3 and is located on Goat Island. Horseshoe Falls is located on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls and is by far the most powerful waterfall. These majestic natural wonders can be seen from both countries. The Canadian side of the falls offers a better view, while the American side has more tourist attractions. With so much power and beauty, it's no wonder Niagara Falls is one of the most visited tourist destinations in the world. The ZHANGJIAJIE National Forest Park is a forest park in the Wulingyuan area in northern Hunan, China. It is located about 100 kilometers from the provincial capital Changsha. The park covers an area of 33,700 hectares and was designated an UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992. The site consists of a range of sandstone mountains with peaks up to 1,600 meters high. The dramatic valleys and ravines have been eroded into spectacular rock formations that include unusual and sometimes bizarre-looking pillars, pinnacles, temples, and pagodas. The park has great natural beauty and has been featured prominently in Chinese art and literature for centuries, and also been featured on many TV shows and movies, such as Avatar, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and The Great Wall. The site has been seen as one of China's 4 great views since ancient times. The park includes many different karst formations, such as the three natural bridges, ZHANGJIAJIE, and the Southern Sky Column, Nanfang Tower, which features dramatic sandstone formations and unique landscapes and natural wonders. Natural limestone arches created over time by flowing river water, rain, and wind. The tallest and most well-known of the three is called Walking on a Rainbow because it resembles a rainbow when seen from above. The park's main attractions are its sandstone pillars that seem to be floating among the clouds, which are called the fairy chimneys by locals, and has many attractions like the Tianzi Mountain, Baifeng Lake, and Yuhuang Hill. Some places on this earth that are so naturally beautiful, they take your breath away. Yellowstone National Park is one of those places. This stunning park is located in Wyoming and is home to amazing geysers, pristine lakes, and dense forests. If you're looking for an unforgettable outdoor adventure, be sure to visit Yellowstone National Park. Home to a number of different geothermal features, including geysers and hot springs. The most famous geyser in the park is Old Faithful, which erupts every 35 to 120 minutes. There are also a number of other geysers and hot springs in the park, so be sure to explore. The park is also home to a number of lakes, including Yellowstone Lake, which is the largest lake in Wyoming. The lake is over 20 miles long and more than 11 miles wide, making it the perfect place for fishing, boating, and swimming. If you're looking for some peace and quiet, be sure to visit the forests in the park. The forests are home to a variety of different animals, including elk, deer, and bears. There are also a number of trails that wind through the forests, so be sure to explore them. This park is truly a place like no other on Earth. From its stunning landscapes to its abundance of wildlife, there's something for everyone. There are a variety of activities on offer, from hiking and camping to fishing and wildlife watching. So if you're looking for an adventure, Yellowstone National Park is the perfect place to find one. The best time to visit is between May and September when the weather is at its best, but be warned, it can get pretty crowded during peak season. Sahara Desert is one of the most secluded and unexplored places on Earth. This natural wonder spans over 10 million square kilometers and is located in North Africa. The desert's climate is dry and hot, with temperatures that can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius. Despite the harsh conditions, the Sahara Desert is home to a variety of interesting plants and animals. desert is home to a number of reptiles, including lizards, snakes, and tortoises. These animals are able to survive in the desert by burrowing underground to escape the heat. This is a beautiful place, and it offers visitors a chance to experience a different way of life, and a perfect destination for adventure. Just be sure to pack plenty of water. This journey will take you through a landscape of sand dunes and goats, where Bedouin nomads travel with their camels. The Bedouin are a group of people who live in the desert and move around according to needs. They have a rich history with oral poetry, herding traditions, as well as being known for their tents that they build called tod or hut. You might get a chance to meet some nomads yourself while on an adventure through North Africa. IGUAZU Falls. Located on the border of Brazil and Argentina, these falls are a sight to behold. The river narrows from a width of 3 kilometers to just 30 meters as it plunges over a wide edge, creating thunder that can be heard for miles. What amazes you most about this fall is that it can be so huge and yet still have a quietness about its power. The 275 individual streams combine to create an unstoppable force, but because each one flows into the next without any true beginning or end, in other words, there isn't really anything dramatic happening at specific points when you look down on them from above. Instead, what we see are hundreds of tiny dots arranged neatly side by side like a necklace. The sheer size will probably render you speechless. Over 450,000 cubic feet per second flow over these exquisite flower petals scattered across 2 countries. It's much taller than Niagara Falls, and there are viewing platforms on both the Brazilian and Argentine sides that take you right up to the edge of these natural wonders. But for an even better view, consider taking a helicopter tour. No matter how you see them, the IGUAZU Falls are sure to leave you in awe. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are one of the most breathtaking natural phenomena in the world. They can be seen all over Earth, and it's caused by collisions between electrically charged particles from the sun to atoms up here on our atmosphere, creating that beautiful light show we call aurora. The best place to see the Northern Lights is in the Arctic Circle, where you can see them year-round. However, they are most visible from late September to early April. There are a number of different ways to see this magic show, including by boat, by car, or even on foot. The most intense displays of green, blue, and purple light happen high in skies near Norway. But if you're looking for a more subtle display with only occasional outbreaks, then head south towards Canada's far north or Iceland, where they appear at various times throughout each day and night. But even if they don't occur while you're there, the night sky is a show unto itself. Pack some snacks and hot drinks and enjoy the show. Bay, Vietnam. This beautiful bay is home to thousands of limestone islands that rise out of the water. Some of the best things to do in Ha Long Bay include kayaking through the islands, swimming in the clear waters, and exploring the caves. There's also plenty of great food to be had in the area, so make sure to sample some of the local cuisines. This stunning bay is named after the mythical dragons that inhabited its waters. Thousands of islands line the shore, each with thick jungle growth towering above it, forming a breathtaking seascape of limestone columns. The islands vary in size from a few hundred meters to several kilometers. Many of the islands are uninhabited and many have caves or other rock formations. The waters around the bay are shallow with an average depth of only 15 meters. The beauty of this place is unmatched, and one can see how it has remained so untouched by humans. The natural scenery here provides an incredible backdrop for all types of wildlife, which makes the island even more special than before. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. An area of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic eruption around 50 million years ago. The columns are hexagonal in shape and vary in height from a few centimeters to over 12 meters. The causeway is located on the northeast coast of Northern Ireland. There are several theories about how the causeway was formed, but the most likely explanation is that it was created by a volcanic eruption. The Giant's Causeway is a fascinating example of nature at work. It would have been viewed as otherworldly by our earlier ancestors and given rise to the colorful legend, with the story goes that mythical Irish giant Finn Mac Cool built this causeway in order to battle Benandinner for control over Scotland. There are so many amazing places in this world that it's hard to choose just 13. Even if you have seen pictures of these natural wonders before, nothing can quite compare to the experience of witnessing them firsthand. Whether you are an experienced traveler or this is your first time venturing beyond your home country's borders, we hope that our list has inspired you to see some of the world's most beautiful and awe-inspiring sights. So, what are you waiting for? Pack your bags and start exploring amazing places on Earth. Whether you're looking to be awed by towering mountains or want to relax on a beautiful beach, these 13 natural wonders have something for everyone. Which one will you visit first? Are there any other natural wonders that we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment below.